I'm audible to you?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Good morning to you.
Hello. Yeah, very good morning. How are you doing, ma'am?
I am doing great, and what about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Okay. So, how I think you should give your introduction again. And I know about yourself everything, but my viewer want to know about self. So please introduce yourself in a nutshell. They can understand who is Lalit, who is how he is learning this language like that.
This side Lalit, and I come all the way from Uttar Pradesh, and it's been 7 years I've been working in private organizations. Apart from that, I have a YouTube channel by the name of English India, where I upload some conversational videos. And apart from that, if I talk about my core of interest, so I like to listen to music a lot. So this is all about me in nutshell. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So
You have your own shop, right?
yes, yes, I have my shop as well, and
Uh-huh.
this shop has been started by my father. And whenever I get leisure time, I try to take care of this thing as well.
Okay, that's great. And I think if you are watching to your father since your childhood, so you know you are aware of that how to do business, how to run any business.
Exactly. Yeah, this is in my blood
Yeah.
because in my
Mm.
business has been like doing since my birth. So I know how to do selling, how to do like customer interaction. I know very well about it. And even though
Mm-hmm.
I would tell you, I was working in Gurugram as a pharmacist once, like 3 year or 4 years back. So that time I was doing the same thing. I was handling customer. I was not handling cash there, but I was handling customer. I needed to deal with the customer. I needed to prescribe the medication that time. So I know very well how to do that.
I think if you know early age how to run a business, how to perform this kind of work, like household chores also. If you know, so you are when you get the tough time in your life, you can manage that time in a easy way,
Yes,
right?
you said right.
And
I
you
know
are
how as well.
yeah. Yeah, I have seen some of people. They are not facing the problem in their life. They are just want to. They don't know how to earn the money, how to live their life, how to perform the household chores. So they face some difficulties. Their lives is they become, like they can't able to manage the all the things on their mind. So they lose everything and their mental level, and they depressed quickly. So this kind of things is
So now
happening.
these days,
1 minute, 1 minute.
the thing is this. Now these days,
Yes,
why we are not able to do such kind of thing, why we are not able to make money. So this is just because we are overthinking a lot. We are not working on
hmm,
that particular point. We are just thinking that how to make money. We are not putting our effort to make money.
right,
And if we
right.
are
I
just laying
agree
down,
with you.
yeah,
Hmm.
if we are just laying down on bed and we are thinking that how to make money and how should do something, and we are not acting on that, so that time we are not gonna do anything. We are not gonna get anything as well.
Right. I agree with you. And people are thinking about that if I will take that decision, if I will learn that skill, so then I will make money. So they are just thinking on their, keep on thinking on their mind. If they take a decision, likewise, we are learning this language, just go ahead and, take the decision and learn this language. Likewise, you want to learn how to drive the car, right? And you are
Yeah.
not taking the decision for sitting on that seat and, move the driver what you said is steering like that. So how you will think like that you will able to drive a car? You should take your first, you should take your own decision and sit that driving seat and learn each and every thing related to their skill. So likewise our life is also working. If you are thinking like that, I want to make money, I want to learn this skill, I want to be a very prominent speaker, I want to be a famous, I want to start my YouTube channel, I want to start my each and everything. So you are not taking the decision and you are just listening, surrounding the people. So how you will think like that I will be, achieve that goal?
Exactly. We cannot achieve the goal without putting any effort. and this is literally
Mm-hmm.
not possible. Some people are thinking that I should grab a job, and they are not going for the interview. They are thinking that I would only go for the interview
Mm-hmm.
in which in which I'm gonna be selected. So it is not gonna happen. Literally, according to you, you would not be judged in the interview. So if you are attending the interviews, if you are attending innumerable interviews, then you will be able to understand that what all kind of questions are being asked in the interviews, and then you will be selected on the basis of your thing, whatever you have. Like if somebody has completed his graduation in engineering, he would only be asked those questions those who are related to engineering, and that should be great at communication as well as technical knowledge too. Then only the person can be selected in the interview. And if we are not taking any kind of actions, we are not going for the interview, we are thinking that, oh, we will need any kind of like virtual interview, and first we need to attend that interview, then we only can go for the walk-in. So this is literally not going to work if you are not comfortable going somewhere. So we cannot be comfortable for virtual things as well. So we need to reciprocate at each and every point, whichever thing we are getting in our life. So if I talk about me, so in my primitive days, I attended at least 40, 50 interviews in a row, because I was looking for the job, and my communication was not that much good.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was not able to speak even a single sentence that time. So
Mm-hmm.
so in a row, when I attended 50s of interviews, so that time I got to know lot many questions about the interviews, and then I worked on them, and on the basis of all the questions, I was selected in different company in a company, and I joined there, and I worked there for a couple of months, and that was the journey. Like we need to reciprocate at each and everything, whatever the decisions we are making, whatever the things we are getting, we need to reciprocate on them. Then we only can get some result.
I agree. Yes, I agree with you. Every person has their own story, and they can evaluate yourself and your story. They can learn from your failure and your success. Okay, if I fail there, so I will. What kind of lesson I learned from there? So in this way, you can make yourself more sensible person. You can take your own decision. If you fail, multiple times, so you can getting the lots of experience according to particular field. No one after long, if you are doing same things again and again, so no one can defeat you by your action, what kind of activity you are doing. So I can relate with you, and this is my own experience, because we you start if we you started something, learning new things in your life, and you are, if you want to achieve something, so definitely there is a lots of problem is there. That will be not easy for you come here and this is everything for it is not going to happen with you. You should take your own decision first and give yourself uncomfortable zone. Even our family members are also keeping raising a question to you, but you should keep patience about that, and just prove yourself. Okay, I am not here to giving to back to you answer. I am just focusing on what kind of activity and work I am doing, right? So
You said right that problems are ubiquitous now these days. Wherever you are going, you will find the problems. But according to you, you cannot change them. But you can definitely vanquish them when you are tend to handling problems. So that time you won't face any kind of difficulty while dealing with them. So we need to embrace all the mistakes. We need to embrace all the difficulty. Then we only can victor them, I think.
yes, if you have a resilience for doing something good, and you can take your own decision, and you can do anything no matter what kind of people surrounding you. And initial time, it was definitely it will be difficult to you, but if you will go into the process, and that is very comfortable after little, there is a plateau. So after that crossing, you will feel comfortable. Your process will be easy for you. We will enjoy that process. Likewise, as we are enjoying this process for talking to another, and reading a book, listening any content. It is very very easy to us. How it is possible? Because we did lot of effort in our initial time, right? And now we enjoy the things. We are enjoying. We are likewise. If you preparing the cooking the food, and then that is the time for your serving, and you are enjoying your food in sitting on your sofa and dining table likewise. So it's make this kind of things make you happy. But firstly, you should try to give yourself uncomfortable, then you can get. So
Yes.
yes. So now I want to ask some question related to English.
Yes. Go
So
ahead.
yes, now I observe one thing. You speak very good, and I have seen some of your video to other YouTuber too also. They uploaded your video with them. So I found that you are speak very good manner. I would say your communication skills is very excellent. I'm not talking about your English. I am talking about your communication. There is everything. There is English, your body language, your attitude, everything is you know so how it is possible to you, like you was a shop, now is also you are a shopkeeper, you have a multiple work for doing lot of pressure on your mind. So how do you manage? How you improve such a manner?
Okay. So, the thing is this, when you are, when you are thinking that you should start observing something, because which is, the beneficial, beneficial thing for you, you need to observe that thing. You need to grab that thing only. So what I did, I always try to observe the people, like what all the things are being done by them. Like if you are talking to me, so how, in which manner you are talking to me. So whichever the right thing you have, because all the people have some pros and cons, right? So I always
Mm-hmm.
try with the pros. So I always try to grab them, and I always try to inculcate them in my life as well, in my brain as well, so that there would be, when there would be any need of any kind of feelings, any kind of emotions, any kind of expression while communicating with them, with the people, so I'll be able to bring out them in the time of in the need of an hour. So that time I can utilize them, I can articulate them with anybody. So the thing is this, and like this thing I've been doing because I've been observing the people for long, so that I can also understand or comprehend this thing, that how we can express ourselves in a great manner. So earlier I was not doing this thing as I've been doing right now. Earlier I was like talking to the people in a different manner. I was actually not able to understand what I was speaking that time. When you are in the primitive phase, you don't know what you are speaking. But after a few years, after a couple of months, you get to know about everything, like how you're communicating, how you need to improve yourself, and in which areas of communication you are lagging behind. So you need to analyze yourself as well. In the beginning of conversation, you said one thing: we need to know about ourselves first, then we can know about other person. So the thing is this: when I am talking to somebody, my job is not to find the mistakes in the conversation of other people. My first job and foremost job is this: that I need to find the mistakes in myself. What mistakes
Mm-hmm.
I've been making while communicating or while dealing with the people. So if I'm able to analyze my own mistakes, so that time I can work on them, and that later on they would be vanish from my communication if I'm working on them. Like if I'm able to analyze like what all kind of mistakes are being done by me. So this is the thing that would definitely make the people to speak in a fluent manner, to speak in a great accent, to use correct pronunciation as well. So earlier I was using like different kind of pronunciation. I was using some kind of my mother tongue influence. So, but this time, I have been working on these kinds of things for long, and that is why I am able to little bit overcome from that situation, that I always try to stay away from mother tongue influence in my communication.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And a very effective way you describe all the things, and I appreciate a lot that is you said like self analysis is a matter a lot. If you
Okay.
know, if you people have a problem, they analyze the other people. They are thinking, oh, she makes such kind of mistakes. She speaks such a manner, and not for our language learning this language in our surrounding also. We are people having the problem like this. They always analyze to another one. They are not analyzing themselves. If we having the habit for self analyzing, so you can understand about yourself which things make me worry and why I am not improving and which area I should make myself, better version of myself. If you have this kind of habit, so you can change your own personality after 2 and 3 years. I am not taking the little time for that. people can't understand who you are before they met with you, so they can't understand about yourself because you having the habit of self analyzing. So similarly I am doing on myself. I am not thinking about the people, how they react to me, how they speaking. Sometime I do, it is normal, but just I am focusing on myself. I am training, I am practicing nowadays like that, don't think about the people, make them understand what they are thinking about you. Just working on yourself, self analyzing, and improve your level from there is only one competitor to you, that is you are only. So if
Exactly.
you have a,
Would
yeah.
like to add on one thing here. So the thing is this: I have witnessed this thing in India mostly. So people are always finding the mistakes in others. So
Hmm.
if we are always doing this thing, so we are tend to doing this thing, it means. And when we are tend to doing this thing, finding the mistakes in others, so in whole life we will do the same thing. We will ruin our life just finding the mistakes in others. So as I mentioned earlier as well, that all the people has some pros and cons, have some pros and cons. So we need to work on ourselves as well first. Then we can teach to somebody that you should do this thing like that and like this. So, and in the beginning of conversation, one day I connected to a person. Actually, I don't know the name of that person, and he started teaching me like how I can behave in the like video calls when I'm like communicating with somebody, and how I need to introduce myself. So he was teaching me, and that same person was not able to speak English properly, and he was teaching me. I was thinking that he's not the he's not the confident speaker. He's not able to uh, speak himself about himself as well. And now he has started teaching me like how to introduce. So I was thinking that you should work on yourself first. Then you only can teach to somebody that you should do something like this. So you know, uh, in India, mostly the people I have witnessed that they are just finding the mistakes in others. Earlier, I was doing also the same thing. I don't know, like when I turned myself, uh, like from that particular person to this person. Right now, I started analyzing myself. How I started, because I connected to little bit spirituality. Then I got to know the reality of all
Hmm.
world, all humanity, like how we are doing and what we are doing here. So when I connected myself with the spirituality, that time I got to know the reality of each and everything. Then I turned my way of perceiving and perspective, and many things are there.
Hmm. I can relate with you. If you are just focusing on yourself, gaining the knowledge, for that is not, you are not aware of spirituality. So you are having a knowledge, but that is not effectively. If you know what is a spiritual, what is the reason God has, gave you this kind of life, and you are here for why. If aware of you are making the connection to yourself and to your God, so you become spiritual. I think. And if this spiritual person think about themselves most, and where I am making mistake, they aware of themselves about especially their mistakes. you know it is a God plan about themselves if they are spiritual. God
Yeah,
tell them each and every
like
aspect. Yeah.
one more thing I would like to add on here, and the thing is this: we always, should try to make other person happy. If we are not,
Hmm.
yeah, if we are not able to give happiness or delightedness to somebody, so we do not have rights to make that person rejected. So the first and foremost goal of each and everybody should be that we should always give some smiles to some person with whom you are going to connect. You must give some smile to them. So this is a great
Right.
job. If you are not capable that you should give a smile, so you should at least give some positive vibes to others.
Right. Right. I agree with you.
Okay, I
Okay.
think
So
we
you have
so
a very good command on vocabulary also. So what kind of practice do you do for learning the vocabulary? I want to know the secret.
so yeah, definitely. So very soon I'm gonna upload a video related to this thing, that how do I work on my vocabularies, because this is each and everybody's problem, that people don't know how to incorporate vocabularies while communicating or while dealing with the people in English communication. Because I also had been facing the same issue. but I started developing some strategies so that we can remember the vocabularies for long. And soon, like I'm gonna upload that video on YouTube as well. And I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you the basic idea. How do I work on my vocabularies? So this is not very astonished kind of thing. This is very common thing, but the way of utilization of that particular thing is quite different from others, because I tried to find lot many ways on YouTube as well, but I was not able to get any way. By the help of that, we can remember the vocabularies for long. It literally, it literally uh, like not possible to remember the vocabularies for long. So I have a basic like strategy that is very
Mm.
common, and we can remember the vocabularies for long. And any kind of vocabularies you can learn C2 level vocabularies, C1 level, any advanced kind of vocabularies you can learn very easily. So what I usually do, I always try to make a story related to all the vocabularies. So this can be very difficult for people, but it is not much difficult for me. I am great at making stories as well. So I just try to make the story. I will definitely send you that video as well. So by making that story, I am able to remember the vocabularies for long.